If you're a heat and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what are 7 traits that are unusual about closers, and why do they matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. Okay, so first and foremost, there are lots of traits of closers. There's tons of them, but these are the 7 most interesting that I find when it comes to watching people perform, watching the best of the best. And first and foremost is they have a standardized playbook. They have a path of what they're going to do. Now, what you need to know is over time, their playbook has become like it's modular. It can be moved around and shifted. And when new salespeople ride with closers, they get this confused and they think that the salesperson's just kind of making things up. But what they don't realize is that they're rolling from a playbook that they've played and done multiple times, over and over and over again. And this leads us to number two. Their process is super conversational. And it just feels like they're talking to people. It feels like a conversation. They've become so fluid. They become so fluid with their process that it confuses new salespeople, but it makes buyers very comfortable. There's an ease to it. There's a timing to it. There's a conversational aspect to it. And because of that, on number 3, they get to speak in matter-of-fact terms. They get to say, here's what's black and white about what's going on. Here's the shaded colors over here. Here's all the garbage down here. Here's the yes and. But it's one of those things that when you listen to them, you're like, oh my goodness, this just sounds so good. When you watch a brand new salesperson, they're usually, the timing is off. The conversation is off. They say unusual things. They get caught up in minimal aspects of things that they don't need to get caught up in. And it causes a lot of problems. So what you need to realize is like a lot of these traits envelop into each other and they roll into each other. And the reason why this is important for you to understand is when you interact with a closer, there's just a calmness to it. It's not what's portrayed on TV. And this is what confuses salespeople is like they have this idea of what a closer is. They're fast talking, they're loud, they're obnoxious. And there are closers like that, don't get me wrong, but the larger population of people who are very good at what they do, they ask really good questions, they interact, they speak matter-of-factly, and this is why you should join my email list. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. And today I'm wearing one of my vintage TNC surf shirts. These came out like 2008, right? One day I'll get a real job. I laugh every time I wear this. I think it's funny, right? I probably have 4 or 5 of these in different colors. Number 4 on this list is they're patiently slow. So like when you take a look at, they're super conversational, they're matter of fact. Number 4 is they're patiently slow. And it's not like they're trying to get out of the call as fast as possible because your buyer feels that, right? If I was trying to speed through this video or this content, you would say, why is Scott speaking so fast? In my early YouTube videos, I spoke really quick. I didn't understand the timing of video. And there was some definite nervous energy of like, hey, I'm going to get judged, which caused me to get judged. Number 5, you need this one's good for you. They set professional boundaries. They say, hey, here's what I'm willing to do. Here's what I'm not willing to do. Here's what I can do. Here's what I can't do. And you would think like, if I tell a buyer that I can't do something, they're going to instantly tell me no. And that's not how it works, right? They're looking to push boundaries and like in their mind, they're like, if you keep saying yes to everything, then there's no bottom and the deal really isn't as good as like, that's what they're searching for. They're searching for like this amazing deal or they're searching for, and whatever that is, like deal may not be money. It could be terms. It could be what's included. It could be the bonuses. So be aware that like, sometimes people hear like, well, I'm looking for a deal. Like you need to really say, well, like this is boundary setting. Well, what does a deal look like to you? Right? A deal to me is completely different than a deal to you. And on this path, number six, sign language number 6 or number 6, they tell people no. Right? The first time that I was in sales and I rode with a dude that you would consider as a closer that was very good at what he did, he would flat out tell people, no, 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 not doing that. Now, his version may not be your version, but I was like, oh my goodness, I've never seen anybody do this before. What is this magical word that you're using? No, really? Never heard of it. The buyers in the beginning kind of reacted like, oh man, I don't know if I really like this guy. And then he had them eating out of their hands. So like, if you're like, hey Scott, I'm brand new to this. I haven't done this for a while, but I'm gonna go out and tell people no. It's like, simmer down. Like you need to get some reps in before you start just automatically running out, or else the energy is going to translate wrong. Number 7, objections are normal and part clues to what's going down. Like, pretty good way to look at it. Like, hey, an objection is a clue to what is to come. An objection is a clue as to where the mindset is of the buyer, right? We've all heard, hey, I've got to think about it. Hey, it costs too much. Hey, it's not the right time. Like 3 of the most common objections that we all get, every single one of us, you know, even me working with clients, even me working with other entrepreneurs. And sometimes when you go through and you use a standardized playbook, you're super conversational, you speak in matter of fact, you're patiently slow. I'm giving you a recap. Set professional boundaries. You tell clients no, and objections are normal, and they're a clue. Things get a lot easier. I'm not going to say that you close everything, because I don't close everything, right? I don't. Just telling you the truth. Number 8, I'm going to give you a bonus. You stuck around, I'm going to give you a bonus, and here's the bonus. They let go of the last call. Yeah, all right. I ran it. I did what I could. I'll do my follow-ups. Did my call. All right. I gave it my best shot. And like, they're like, I can't really, I mean, I can go back and say, hey, here's what I could do better next time. I focus on what I could do better next time, but I'm not focusing on 27 calls ago of like, oh my goodness, that person was a jerk. There you go. You got one of 3 things to do from here. Just one of 3. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. Every time I send a video, you'll get an update. If this is social media, hit follow. Or, last of all, share with a friend. Tag him. Say, hey, you should check out this video because it's freaking awesome. That Sylvan Bell guy is an amazing dude. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.